my dad and saw him paying close attention to the barber's missing finger. Then I saw my little sister outside.
Hello everyone and welcome to a Fortnite video.
My dad immediately stood up and started storming towards us. He yanked me out of the chair, then pulled the scissors out of the barber's hands. He pointed them towards
today's
the barber
video
and told me, "Now leave. Wait outside until it's
guess we're gonna be playing some Fortnite.
freaked out and asked him, "Please tell me what's going on." I said, "Go
yeah,
outside right now." His voice shook with rage, and I slowly backed out of the barber shop, my legs trembling. But as soon as I stepped out, I saw my sister surrounded by police officers. She was showing them something on her hand. They nodded and walked into the barber shop and immediately arrested the barber. They walked him out, and I ran over to my dad, begging him to explain. He revealed that my sister was taken last summer. They told me she was at camp, so I wouldn't panic. My sister held up her hand, showing me the S-shaped burn scar on the wrist. It matched the S the barber had shaved into my head perfectly. That barber was the man who kidnapped your sister and held her hostage. She bit off his pinky and escaped. I'm sorry for messing up your haircut, but I hope you understand. My parents kicked me out, and it was the best day of my life. On my 18th birthday, my brother tore open a new pair of Jordans, while I got handed a trash bag of his
guess we're going to reload.
birthday card on top. My adopted mom rolled her eyes. Nobody else loved you enough to sacrifice as much as we did for you. You should be more grateful. My dad said his favorite phrase, "If you don't like it, get out." But this time, I stuffed everything I owned into the bag.
I actually want to know if anybody's even watching this video. I actually want to know, what do you guys want to see me play? I can play Roblox or Fortnite. That's practically all I can do right now.
I've had this saved for 18 years. My bio mom's Facebook page. Every year on my birthday, she posted the same thing. My baby photo, my name, and
yeah.
please help me find my son. When my bio parents opened the front door, they hugged me tighter than anyone had before. My aunt came out, and my mom walked me inside.
Also, I am on a very laggy Chromebook.
Why did you give me up? She squeezed my hand. We were 16.
Well, not that laggy.
Our parents didn't give us a choice, but we never stopped loving you. When I reached into my trash bag to grab tissue, my bio parents gasped. "Are those your belongings?" I told them that was everything I owned. They opened it up. "Why don't you have nicer things?" I shrugged. "They spend most of the money on my brother. We've been sending them money every month for you for 18 years. My bio dad immediately pulled out his phone to call his lawyer. They sued my adopted parents for every penny they stole, and my adopted parents lost the house, so they had to sell all my brother's designer clothes.
Got a shotgun?
I got hearing aids to find out what my cool friends really thought. Growing up, I was the unpopular deaf kid in the back of class who talked with his hands. But somehow my best friends were the coolest group of guys in school. They got invited to every party and played varsity basketball. But they also learned sign language and stayed after school practicing until they got it right. Especially my best friend Cade. He wouldn't go to the parties unless I was invited, and even taught my crush Iris to sign hi. So when I waved at her in the halls, she could sign back. Then on my 16th birthday, my mom got me hearing.
Oh my god, that's what I mean.
For the first time, I walked toward Cade's locker to surprise him, but then I
things lags a lot.
We can't keep doing this behind his back. Cade and Iris were huddled together. They hadn't seen me, and I ducked around the corner and listened closer. Cade said, "What if he catches us?" And Iris replied,
Also,
"He trusts you." Just
thinking about making a Roblox video next or something. But if you guys want to see more Fortnite, I can play more Fortnite.
I couldn't understand them. The next few days were the worst of my life. Cade and Iris were constantly together, sometimes even sneaking off into the bathroom. Cade asked me, "What's wrong?" once at lunch because I seemed so off, and I almost punched him. I even stopped sitting with the rest of the friend group because they acted like nothing was wrong. Then 3 days later, I saw Cade and Iris again huddled closely. "He's pulling away from me. I'm worried he saw us." Cade's jaw was tight. Iris touched his hand. "Just a bit longer. Don't let him catch on until Friday, please." "Why Friday?" I looked at my calendar and saw that this Friday, the school dance was taking place. I decided to confront them then. Friday night, I came into school ready. I spotted Cade across the hallway and started marching toward him. We made eye contact. I was about to tear him a new one, but then Iris suddenly stepped in front of me. What was she doing? I looked her in the eye and went to open my mouth, but she raised her hands and then started signing. Rough, shaky, barely readable, ASL. "I really like you," she signed. "Will you make me the happiest girl and go to the dance with me?" I stared in shock. Then I replied, "Yes," out loud, and her eyes went huge. I pulled back my hair and showed her the hearing aid. Cade immediately sprinted over, hitting lockers and jumping around. "Dude, you can hear." He hugged me so tight. The guys were right behind him. I realized Cade wasn't sneaking around with Iris. He was teaching her to sign so she could ask me out in my own language. fridge. I was eating some chocolates I found when my mom yelled, "Did you get those from my bedroom?" Yeah, my fingers still covered. Mom's face went from confused to absolutely horrified. "Oh
I
my
usually
god,
play on
oh my
PlayStation
god." She was
4,
actually shaking, but I was confused. She grabbed my shirt.
but I
"How
really
many
want
did
to
you eat?
swap
How
to
many?"
PC.
I just had a few, Mom, but she was panting, already screaming for Dad. "Get in here now." And when he ran in, he saw me with chocolate on my face watching cartoons, and Mom pointing at the box. He said, "No, no, no, tell me he didn't. He ate them. He ate at least 5. Mom was crying. Dad grabbed the box, saying, "I thought I hid them in our bedroom. I just wanted to know what it was." "What's wrong with the chocolate?" They just kept muttering. "He's only 10, and who knows what this could do to him." But Dad tried to calm her down. "Wait, maybe it won't be that bad. Are you kidding me right now? He's 9. My sister ran in, and when she read the box, she screamed, "Mom, you bought these from that store?" My mom just grabbed my arm. "We're going to the hospital right now." And that's when I started crying, because the hospital meant I had to be dying. The entire car ride there, my sister kept giggling. "This isn't funny. Your brother could." But she said, I know. I yelled, "Mom, tell me what I ate." "You're too young to understand, sweetie. Just breathe, okay?" She dragged me into the doctor's office and whispered something to the nurse. Her eyes went wide. Oh, how many did he consume?" She was already pushing buttons, calling for a doctor, making me sit in a wheelchair, even though my legs...
Guys, hear something in the background.
Checking me. Any tingling,
It's a
flushing,
TV
thoughts, unusual
playing some
sensations? Then the doctor
random
came in,
stories, I
shaking his
guess.
head. He looked upset. He whispered something to my mom, and when she put her hands in her face, I decided it was enough. I yelled, "What were they?" The doctor just looked at me, not knowing what to say. Then my sister yelled, "They were freaky chocolates." They were so embarrassed, even the nurse laughed at them, and I can never look at my parents the same now. I pulled into the last disabled parking spot, and a man marched to my window with his arms crossed, pointing at the sign, telling me to move because he could barely walk, while I clearly wasn't actually disabled. I looked back, and my daughter was pale in the back seat. She has severe PTSD, and confrontation makes her completely
Hold on, you guys.
shut down. I told him the spot was for her, but he leaned down and looked into the back seat, looking her up and down and saying she looked fine to him. I heard my daughter's breathing getting faster, so I turned and said, "It's okay, sweetheart." But he started making faces at her, asking if Sweetheart was scared because Daddy was lying about her invisible disability. I told him to walk away, but he pointed at my daughter's legs and said she had no wheelchair, no crutches, and was just too lazy to walk an extra 50 feet when people who could barely stand like him actually needed this space. My daughter tried to speak up between gasps. "I'm not lazy," but he put his hand in her face. "I wasn't talking to you. I wanted to hit him," and clenched my fist around the steering wheel, but he noticed. He stepped back and said, "Go ahead, hit me. I've had 4 surgeries
Hold
on
on.
my knees."
There we go. I wonder if y'all saw who was rolling down that hill just now. Danger. Where's the danger? Oh. Okay, ow! The freak? What's the thing about these bots? Sometimes they just absolutely beam the heck out of you. Oh my god. Like, you're just steady targeting me. Like, bruh. You know the whole fact that I have a whole teammate. Can you revive me, bro? Also, I don't really know what to say here during certain videos. So I don't know, because I don't want to talk about that. Because I'm bad at public speaking. No! You killed my teammate! No! The ref was stolen. Where did that kid go? Generally, Robert, you got whole teammates, by the way, just sitting about right there, and you're sniping at me, the farthest person away from me, bro. You get people literally right up into your face. Bush camping. It's just lovely. I don't usually bush camp. So I'm on an alt account. Because I don't know how to get my min account to work with NVIDIA. It's my only skin on this account too. Yeah, I'm gonna just buy an account. I'm joking. Don't do that. That's against TOS. I would not recommend buying an account. That is not good. It's against TOS. You could get banned. So yeah, or I just don't do that. Teaching a kid not to do drugs. You shouldn't do drugs. And you shouldn't sell accounts. You guys, this is peak gameplay right here. Oh. Well, we won, guys. Well, that's gonna be all for today's video. And if you guys enjoyed it, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And bye.